Okay, well, you want to talk about nominations?
Yeah.
Are you going to do Amber and Zach?
That's what I think would be like the safest, because they're both so horrible at competitions that if they did say it wouldn't matter. But then I was like, well, I could always just backdoor like one of Dick or Danielle if somebody won it and used it, you know, and that would be perfect.
Well, I think the way I would see it is I would definitely...
But then if I didn't, then it's like, oh, I lived up to our deal. And
right. I think that Amber and Zach make for the safest options, because no one's going to expect you to put up me. No one's going to really expect you to put up Jamaica, nor she just came off. She just had to go through it for the week, you know, so there's no point even in, you know, using her as a pawn or anything.
Yeah.
Then by not putting the other two up, you're not immediately causing a problem.
Right.
And then there is still the option there that if you want to, and, you know, but I'm thinking that either Amber or Zach leaving would be fine.
Yeah.
And we could take all week again until Wednesday night at midnight to decide which one of them would be better off leaving. As Amber goes, I don't think she cares for us at all anymore.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's so done with us. And and Zach, it's like he thinks he should just skate through and do absolutely nothing. And, you know, you can say whatever bullshit you want to say to either of them to try, and it's not a big deal, whatever. I would go along with something like, you know, the house is in a weird state. I'm not entirely sure where people stand. Relationships have come and gone. And I thought by putting up two people who were in more of a gray area, it would force everyone else to kind of like stand up and say, this is where I am, you know. It would give a clearer picture of who really is protecting who at this point, or something like that. Because, well, Amber, same exact thing. Did she talk to me all week? No, she would sit there making these depressed faces, and then I'd look at her and she'd, you know, like... And, you know, she came racing for me. You know, sort of exactly the same thing you said. Kind of like, you know, we never, because of everything that happened with Dick, we never really got to talk about our fight. And then the Dick stuff happened, and then the Dustin stuff happened, and she's like, and it just, you know, we just really, you know, we spoke about the Dustin thing, but we never really got to, like, we're not on the same page as we once were, and blah, 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 blah. And what I read this as was Jessica's HOH, and so now it's a great time to be back in your collective good graces or whatever. And, you know, whatever. I mean, they think you're right. I don't think that they can win competitions. Obviously, Dick and Danielle are more capable of winning competitions.
But then that's why I'm like, why don't I go after them instead?
I know, but it's like the timing's so weird. It's like, when's the right time to do that? When's too early and when's too late? Whoever, let's just say you got one of them out.
Yeah.
The other one just goes with Zach anyway, so you still have a twosome all the same. And if you're going to go for them, you may as well take Friday, Saturday, Sunday
Not make
off.
it help.
Yeah. Just even if that's what you decide, make it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday instead of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
And then if one of them win, like,
and then,
then
you know, keeps the options open. You can debate various options.
I'm not putting Jamaica up though, so I mean, like, if they're like, put Jamaica up if we use it, I'm gonna say I'm putting you up if you use it. So
yeah, that's fine. Why would they use it?
I don't know.
Well, why would they care?
Because
to try and save Zach, that would be stupid. They wouldn't out themselves by doing that. They'll just vote.
But
to
wait,
save him.
Dick was all saying, like, I told him, I was like, well, I'm putting up, you know, Amber and Zach, and he was saying, well, if we put Zach up, Zach needs to go. If he's up that week, he needs to go. I'm like, why? And he's like, he just needs to. He's like, why don't you backdoor? Why don't you just put up Jamaica and Amber again?
Well, of course, they're going to try and do that, but then they'll probably, like, pull some stunt and not use the veto and, you know, blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
blah.
well,
I mean,
I'd rather see Zach go than Amber.
I could see it either way. This will be one of these for me that I'll be sitting there at, like, you know, Wednesday morning, and a thought will come to me, because to me there are definite pros and cons to both of them. I most want to see Amber nominated for sure, but because I think it's the easiest one to get away with of anyone at this
Yeah.
point. And then if the two of them are sitting there, and even if it stays the same, I think they're both, solid options. And I think the honest truth of the matter is, if that's the way it stays, then whoever doesn't go this week is going to go next week anyway. So,
Well, Jamaica said to me tonight too. She's like, "Why wouldn't you nominate like Dick and Danielle?" She's like, "Amber said to me this week she would never put you up. Zach would never put you up. Why would you go and try to make those enemies when you know that Dick and Danielle would put you up?"
yeah, but there is an actual reason.
I know, and then she said, "I mean, unless like Eric has like a deal with them or something." And
Well, why me, not you?
I don't know.
I'm saying,
I
what
was
would
like,
that mean?
I don't know.
Well, that just goes to
Change
show.
of subject,
Well, that
change
goes
of-
to show why you're going to win the game.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, because people are going to blame everything that happens on me.
Yeah, but I have to say, like, I'm nominating people now, like.
Yeah, but did it hurt you last week?
Well, no, because.
Dustin left, and you have an alliance with the two who stayed.
But I'm getting ready to put up another one of them.
What?
Amber.
Another one of what?
Oh,
I'm
you
saying,
mean
I'm saying,
Dick and
did
Danielle.
your nominations
Yeah.
hurt you the last time? That's
No,
my point.
they didn't.
You can always blame it on everybody else. That's what I'm saying. You make
Well,
a
I'm not
speech.
going to go up there and feed everyone a bunch of bullshit because people can see right through that.
Well, what are you going to say
I don't
if you
know.
put them up?
That'll probably be short and really stupid.
Well, I think along the
If I put
lines
them
of
up. I
something.
mean, what would be my other options? I thought about putting, like, Zach and Dick up or something like that, but I don't know. Like you said, I just don't feel like going there yet.
I think,
you know what I mean?
I think it's a bit early, but there
Because
needs to be something.
there's still, like, 2 more weeks that we could
Right.
get out of the alliance with
Right.
them.
There needs to be something. It's not that I even care. If we go to the 4 with them, I'm fine with that. And as I said,
Yeah.
the two of us can beat them in the final 4. We can win HOH or we can win the veto. I know it. I don't have any concerns about that. I know that you may because it seems like I suck, but I don't suck.
No, but see, Eric, you have like you said, you have a way of coming through, like, when it's needed, and and I know you're extremely smart and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not doubting you at all. I'm just saying, like, I guess it would be easier to beat Amber or Jamaica in competition-wise at that point in the
Sure.
game. However, at the end of the game, it wouldn't be so
The
easy
thing
to
is,
beat them.
the thing is, as I said, and I don't know how it's
Personally.
possible for this to happen anymore. I'm not sure if it is possible. The dream scenario would have been Amber winning HOH and putting them up, so that way we didn't have to do it, and we could have,
But I don't think she would have did that, do you?
I think she would have put up me and Dick.
Yeah.
I think,
Still okay, because I think Jamaica would have kept you.
well, I agree, but it would have been a tie then, so it would have been Amber's choice.
No, why would she? Oh, I don't know.
She
Well,
very
it
well may
doesn't
have.
matter.
I'm saying, to me, that would have been an ideal scenario to put the blood on someone else's hands.
Right.
But why put it on your own in this particular situation?
However,
for
if
better or worse, they did honor their word last week. And
we honored it the week before, so we're even.
Well, not really. I mean, we created it the week before. They kept it
True.
last week. I mean, they could have just turned around and said, "Ha ha, you saved us, and now we're going right
Yeah.
after you." And as I said, and as I used the term, like, in a weird way, there is like honor amongst thieves, and there isn't an advantage for them to make an enemy of us. So
Right.
I'm questioning: is there an advantage for
Right.
us to make enemies of them?
Yeah.
I still listen. If you're against either of them in the finals, you're going to win. I'm telling you, you're going to win. You will have me, Dustin, Jamaica, and Amber guaranteed. You never did anything to Dustin so overwhelming in comparison to what they did to him. Regardless of Jen, regardless of which one of them is sitting on the jury,
Yeah.
you will probably have Zach. But even if you don't have Zach, you'll have the 4 votes that
Well,
saved
that's
me
not-
all the same.
Yeah.
And I
Stop that.
it couldn't be to us,
I
right?
don't think so.
I wasn't saying anything inappropriate at all.
I was pulling the bad